Hello everyone, my name is Cappy, and today I'm bringing you a Sims 4 video. We're actually going to be diving into the Sims 4 Vampires. I have just bought the pack and I'm really excited to play with it, especially with it being spooky season and all. And I'm really excited because it went on sale, and everyone knows I love a good sale. So we're going to be playing vampires today, and I'm thinking of making a vampire legacy. So we're gonna create our sim and dive into the world of vampires. It is spooky season after all, and we love a good spook and scare. So moving on into create a sim, we are going to be making a vampire sim, obviously. I was trying to think of names for her and kind of her personality, and I was thinking of going with more of an evil witch. I know a lot of people like to play the good witch, don't hurt anybody, all of that, and everyone hates Vlad, but I was thinking of making her a bad vampire because, it's spooky season, and we gotta do it. I think it's a little different from a lot of the gameplay that people do with vampires, so I'm really excited to start. So I was trying to decide between Master Vampire and the Vampire Family aspiration, but ultimately I decided to go with Master Vampire just so she can encompass all of her evil skills and then have a legacy and a family after once she completes that aspiration. I don't know how easy or quick it can be attained, but then obviously move to the Vampire Family aspiration once she's ready and willing to start her family. I was looking into traits at first, but then I realized I didn't make this sim a vampire, so I needed to go back, change everything, and make a vampire sim. I totally didn't realize it when I was making this video. And so now you can actually see the little vampire icon. That is very important. It's not actually a vampire unless that icon is up there. So back again, picking the Master Vampire trait, and I was going, or aspiration I should say, and I was going to pick her traits. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do yet, and so we started to move on to CAS in general. So to go up, she's already a really pretty sim, and so I didn't really have a lot I wanted to change about her. I definitely wanted to make her like darker skin. The paleness of vampires I know is like a big thing, but like I want to utilize more of the darker skin tones, and obviously we have some problems with the skin tones in EA. Hopefully they fix them by December, but my hopes aren't super high that they're gonna fix all the darker ones with the pixelation problems and the different colorization in the faces. Not sure why that's still happening, but hopefully EA decides to fix it soon and can fix it by December. I know that was what they were talking about. Then they released the free update, and they said they updated everything, but they didn't. So moving on to vampire teeth, I was definitely into the vampire teeth. I've never seen them close up. That one reminded me of like Bunnicula. If anyone remembers that from their childhood, the bunny rabbit that was a vampire, those teeth remind me so much of Bunnicula, and I definitely didn't want those. The mermaid teeth I was also looking at, they terrify me. I just want to give her some classic fangs and move on with that. So I definitely wanted to give her the darker skin. I kind of played with it for a while, but I also really, really, really love freckles. Freckles are probably one of my favorite things. I kind of give all of my sims freckles. I was also looking at these brows, and no, just because she's a vampire doesn't mean she has to have scars on her face. So here I am giving her the freckles. I have freckles, and I have a billion of them, and so I love to put freckles on all of my sims. I think it's just so cute. And then I was checking out the eyes that came with vampires, and they came with a ton, and they are very, very creepy. But I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to go for yet. I kind of wanted a green eye, but the only green eyes were like creepy cat eyes, and I wasn't really feeling that. So I decided to go with just a normal green eye instead, after looking through all of these right now. Just because I really wanted green eyes. I think it really complemented her skin tone a lot. And so we decided to go with the green. And I might use more spooky eyes in the future, but I wanted to make her like kind of a passing vampire. Got to fix those brows. Girl deserves some on fleek brows. Brows are so important to me because my skin and my hair color is very, very light and sometimes looks like I don't have eyebrows. So eyebrows are very important to me, and the shape, how they look, very important. I was looking for a few of them, trying to find that classic eyebrow shape, and then I settled with those. So then I think I decided to go with changing her hair. I really liked the red color, and I wanted to see what vampires had as far as the new hairstyles that went. I've seen some of them, obviously, from other Sims players, but none of them really struck my fancy, and her ears were clipping in this one, which was really strange. So I was looking through them, trying to decide which ones I liked. They were really pretty, and I liked the flowers and the like old vampire-esque designs, but I kind of wanted to make her a newer and hipper vampire, if that makes any sense. Just because they made all the vampires in the game so old and like dressing so weirdly, but I think a normal age vampire would just be just like everybody else, just trying to hide the fact that she's a vampire. So I decided to go with a hairstyle that was not in the vampires pack, but I definitely wanted long hair on her. So I was looking through everything. There's so many different hairstyles and so many different things, but I just could not decide for a good while. I looked into most of the long hairstyles and the ones that were like down, not really up. I think the vampire needs like some voluptuous hair, and so I was thinking this one with the side part that's kind of close to my my hairstyle, honestly. And I was thinking of going with like a crazier color, like a pink or a purple, but I wasn't feeling the way that it was looking, and my mouse kept not choosing the black eyebrows. For some reason, it just was not having it today, and so I was struggling so hard to just pick black eyebrows, and just it wouldn't happen. So eventually I needed to start matching the hair. So while trying to click all the blacks and browns, eventually I just started to just press match hair, and then I went back to the hairstyles and picked the color from there. So I went for a black brow, and so I wanted to get rid of the match hair after that and pick the color that I really wanted. So then I went for different hair colors, trying to fix my eyebrow problem, and I actually ended up settling on a red, not the red that she had when she first was loaded in, but a kind of more bright poppy color red. I often dye my hair this color a lot, and so I'm definitely a big fan. She kind of looked like a vampire mermaid, almost like the Little Mermaid, which I kind of loved. And so then I wanted to give her piercings because I'm obsessed with piercings. And so I definitely wanted to go with something, I was thinking about the eyebrow piercings, but then I moved on to a septum piercing. I'm obsessed with them. Probably because I won't get one in real life, I'm obsessed with putting them on my Sims. So we got her a nice cool septum piercing. I was trying out the different colors, trying to see which one looks best with her skin, and then we went on to her clothing. I like to figure out clothing first before I do makeup, just because it's sometimes hard to match your clothing with the makeup you've already done. So I went and checked out all the vampire clothing. So I sorted it by vampires, obviously. The shirts were all a little outdated, but I ended up picking the black one with the lace cutouts on the shoulders. And I tried to put some vampire pants on, but they were leather, and it wasn't really my tea. And then those ones with the cross, so I just decided to go with Old Faithful. I think we got them in City Living, and then they just came in a free update as well. And so I just picked those black jeans. I realized the blacks didn't match, so I was kind of going for something different at that point, just because it was a little cuckoo. And then I found the boots. They are pretty cute, I would say. I know people don't like the cutout in the back, but I think she kind of rocks it. And you can't really tell it so much on her, so I decided to give her those gorgeous boots and then go back and do her makeup based on her outfit, so it would match a little better. Don't want blue eyeshadow and a bright red top, not trying to look like a clown. And so I was trying to use the MAC eyeshadows and eyeliners. Not the eyeliners. I will never use the MAC eyeliners, I don't think. Also, the vampire makeup was a lot. Like, we're trying to fit in the modern age. Why are we trying to go look like an owl? I don't know. So I went back to her original MAC eyeshadow and then decided to just give her winged eyeliner. You can never go wrong with the wings, so I always put that on all of my girl Sims. I do winged eyeliner myself, so I guess my Sims kind of reflect my real life. And so I think she looks really good with the winged eyeliner. It kind of like, it's like bat wings. It's like, oh, I've got the winged eyeliner, but I'm also a vampire, and vampires are bats. And then I wanted to do something very subtle on her lips because she was already wearing a maroon top, and so I wanted to do something subtle. I do actually enjoy the MAC lip glosses on her. She actually pulls them off really well, which I was surprised about because a lot of the Sims look kind of crazy and look like they just haven't finished their lipstick when you put that one on, but she just looks so beautiful with it, so I decided to keep it. Then we moved on to the formal wear. I definitely tried out all the vampire outfits, and I decided to settle on this dress, just to bring back the vampire old heritage thing, but still make it have a modern twist with her, probably with her earrings and her accessories. And so I actually used some earrings from Eco Lifestyle, I know, which is kind of weird. You wouldn't think the two packs would go together, but I honestly think it looks really nice. And then I went to pick a necklace out for her. And so I wanted to go with something understated, and then I ended up going with a tiny living necklace and a black color. So she's got more modern accessories for an older style dress, and I thought that was a good compromise with the vampire pack and everything. So then I went to do her makeup, gave her a nice red lip. She can definitely pull it off. She looks gorgeous. And I always give everyone my signature formal bracelet, which is that black one from, I think it's Vintage Glamour Stuff. The dress you saw before when I was doing this athletic outfit is actually from a decades challenge I was doing beforehand. I had not gotten rid of the CC. And so that was a 1920s style dress. You can't go wrong with those university leggings. I popped those on her. They're my favorite. I pretty much give everyone the university leggings because they just look awesome with whatever you do. And then some white sneakers. I think those are pretty in style right now, the chunky sneakers, so I decided to give her those as well. You don't really need any makeup while you are running, but I wanted to put her hair up and definitely just get it out of her face a little bit while she's exercising and doing her thing. And so I think I ended up settling for either a high ponytail, and then I realized she had these ears. What are these ears? I think they came with vampires, but they just shocked me so much. I just could not understand why her ears were so pointy, and then it makes sense because the hair was clipped earlier because she had pointy ears. They just shocked me so much, but I decided to keep them. I guess they're her little vampire characteristic, and so I let her keep them. I tried to give her pretty like normal millennial Gen Z pajamas. Definitely something I would wear, just like some comfy pants and a sweatshirt. And I decided to go with the little purple bunnies with the moons because I thought it was like kind of spooky and witchy. And then I gave her the bunny slippers to match. Moving on to her party wear, I did not like the boots when they were in this color, the brown color. They were not my fancy, not at all. I decided to give her the vintage glamour dress, and it's one of my very favorites. The back is just beautiful. It looks amazing on all of my Sims, no matter what size they are. And it just came out really, really well, and I think she rocks this outfit. It's kind of got that vintage glamour that kind of goes well with the vampires because some of them have been around a long time for the vintage to have been their actual style. And so I went again with some red lips, dark eyeshadow. She kind of looks like she has a black eye right now, but just ignore that. Gotta get her wings on. And then I think I went for another red lip. I am just obsessed with how she looks with a beautiful red lip. So I decided to give her another one. And it kind of complements the outfit, not too much red, but just enough to make it stylish and classy. For swimwear, I usually give my Sims sunglasses because usually like they're going outside in the sun, and I quickly realized she doesn't need sunglasses. She should not be going out in the sun. She's a vampire. So she doesn't need glasses to swim because she's not going to go out in the sun. So moving on, I went to the hot weather outfit. She had a lot of random piercings on, so we got rid of those. And I realized I had forgotten to give her all of her piercings back then, so I went and gave her piercings for septum for her party outfit and her formal outfit. Just because they're not, you wouldn't think of piercings at a formal event doesn't mean that she's not going to rock hers, because she has every right to do so. And so I went back to hot weather, popped her septum piercing back on, and decided to use the vampire shirt, the one shirt that came with the vampire pack. It's actually really pretty. It's like a peplum shirt, and I tried to fit a nice skirt underneath, and I know these blacks kind of clash a little bit, but I kind of like it on her, and I think she rocks it and pulls off the outfit really well, especially with those wedge heels. And then I decided to do more light makeup, so I was thinking only just doing eyeliner and then maybe a little something on her lips. So I picked her regular winged eyeliner because, you know, wings have no season. And then decided to put something light on her lips, and she was ready to go for her summer wear, but still rocking black for the spooky season. Had to get rid of the Santa hat. I'm not sure. I actually ended up scalping her on accident, and I thought that it was something that the game had done and not me, but as you can clearly see, I clicked off the hair button. And I definitely didn't mean to, but you know, that's how it ends up going. I was very concerned about how her hair just magically fell off, not realizing that it was really just me all along, playing myself. So I wanted to make her very modern. I think I ended up giving her the black jacket. This is a classic look. I always do on my Sims. I always give them this jacket. I put some tights on them and then some long boots. And I think it's just a really classy look, and it kind of went with the hat. And I really enjoyed her wearing that hat. So could do a little more heavier makeup since it was winter. So I gave her a piercing and decided to go, I think, with a red lip, just to definitely give her a nice like holiday feel. Just because she's a vampire doesn't mean she doesn't celebrate the holidays. And I decided to go with the two-tone lips, which a lot of people are really not digging with the MAC update, but I actually really think she can pull it off. Like, if anyone can, it's this vampire girl. She is rocking it. I decided to give her the creepy vampire walk. Might as well, she is a vampire. And then for her traits, I was trying to think, I didn't want her to be evil, but I did kind of want her to be a bad vampire. And so I kind of struggled with it a little bit, trying to pick her traits. I really imagined her as a music lover, so I wanted to give her that trait. I can just see her playing the organ and having a jolly good time, and that with the violin. And so I then decided, you know what, if we're going to be a bad vampire, we're going to go evil on him. I kind of struggled, and then I just like, you know what, she's evil. Hopefully she doesn't pass it on to her kids, but we will see. And for the last one, I kind of just made her a snob. There wasn't really a rhyme or reason for that, but she just kind of had an air about her that she was kind of better than everybody else just because she was a vampire. And so I really enjoyed her outfits. I think she looks amazing. This is the end of the video. Next time we are going to be making her house. Oh, I forgot about her name. So I first started off with Spook because I wanted to do like something creepy, Halloween-y for Halloween coming up in a few, I guess almost 2 weeks now, yeah. And so I was thinking of a villain name. Ursula really stood out to me. I love The Little Mermaid. And then Ursula Spook. Spook kind of sounded a little weird to me, so I decided to make it Spooks. So just wrapping up this video now, we've decided I'm going to be making her house in the next video, so be sure to check that one out. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.